Hello everybody, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. This time we are doing the house ending. So we've done Caesar's Legion, we have done the NCR, we're doing the house ending, and then we only have the free New Vegas ending at the end. So we're nearly there. We're halfway through all the endings. It's quite an interesting thing, and I think arguably Mr. House's ending is the funniest and the most interesting. Free New Vegas is quite cool as well, I have to say. So, let's go speak to Mr. House. Hello.
Any progress with the boomers?
Funny you should mention that. Actually, I've secured their loyalty and they'll do as I say.
Well done. The boomers' firepower may prove an advantage when the battle for Hoover Dam comes around. Your next assignment won't take you far. It concerns the Omertas and their den of vice, Gomorrah. As the decisive encounter between the bull and the bear looms close, my concerns about the Omertas have grown. I've never expected loyalty, mind you. A reliably underhanded tribe is just as constant to deal with as one that always runs true. But that's just it. Lately, the Omertas' cooperative silence has been deafening. Not a single complaint. They're up to something.
They're always up to something. I'll check into the Omertas. And this is the same quest that we did with Caccino. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through the beginning of the quest. And instead of taking on the two bosses, I'm going to blow up the guns. I'll check into the Omertas.
The Omertas are fanatically loyal to each other. Still, among any group, one can find the occasional degenerate. Gomorrah's receptionist happens to be one. For years, she passed on whispers of what was taking place at the casino in exchange for payment. A few months ago, she clammed up. Odds are she's scared. But I've had no way of approaching her. Start with her.
Yeah, so exactly what we did last time. Let's go. And I do believe, yeah, beware the wrath of Kaiser is just...
Enjoy your time in Vegas.
I always do. And then we should have Don't Tread on the Bear flagging up. There we go. So basically those two quests are stop what you're doing, don't go down this path, or I'll have you. Right, so I've spoken to Caccino. He's given me two people. This is Troik.
Who are you? I didn't do anything. Leave me alone.
Tell me what happened with the prostitute.
Oh, man. I don't even like to think about it. All that goddamn blood. It was just in the hotel like any other night. I took some chems with the girl I was with, but I never black out. I did this time, though. Next thing I knew, I woke up, she was lying next to me, stabbed dead. There was a knife next to the bed, and I was covered in her blood.
How did the family cat find out about it?
When I saw the body, I started screaming. In a few seconds, some of their soldiers were in there cleaning up the room. They offered to keep silent about what happened if I agreed to help them get their hands on large quantities of guns at deep discounts.
Funny that. Okay, I have a couple more questions.
All right, have at it.
Do you know where the knife came from?
I keep a little switchblade tucked away with me. You never know when you might find some trouble.
Let's talk about something else. Caccino sent me to ask you about some guns.
Caccino? Caccino what? Are you kidding me? He must be trying to get me killed.
I'm looking to help Caccino break up whatever the bosses are planning.
Yeah? Well, fuck that. The bosses have my number and I'm a company man while they got the goods on me.
Ooh. Well, if you don't help me, I'll report your work here to the NCR.
Great. So I'm fucked either way.
Uh-huh.
I guess I don't have any choice but to help you. Just try not to get me killed here.
I'll try. Okay, so what can you tell me about the guns the Omertas have?
They're keeping them in a little utility section down off the basement.
Yeah, I just passed it.
I don't know what they're arming themselves for, but I know it isn't for the good of mankind.
So, what? Well, tell me about how you get the guns into the strip first.
I'm pretty proud of myself. It's a stroke of genius if I could be so modest. The whole arrangement starts with an old buddy of mine in the Republic. He's responsible for packing and shipping supplies to the NCR on the strip. He marks some containers as food and medical and packs them with guns and other shit. From there, it took just a couple of greased palms to get someone to let me cherry pick a container or two out of every shipment. Easy as pie.
Okay. All right, so what can we do to take care of the guns in that case?
As a little pet project, I've been making some thermite. Thermite burns as hot as the devil's asshole and can melt through just about anything. I've been keeping it so if the family betrays me, I can hopefully do some damage before I end up dead or in jail.
Yeah. Well, if you don't put... Give me the thermite and I'll destroy the weapons.
Okay, here's the thermite and a key to the room where the guns are stored. Place the thermite on the crates in the room. I rigged the light switch outside the room to kick off a spark big enough to hold the thermite.
No.
That should turn that shit into molten slag.
That's not how that works.
As soon as we're done talking, I'm gonna make myself like a ghost. I don't want to be anywhere near here when the bosses find out.
Okay. Okay, what's your explanation of what thermite is?
Thermite is a mix of rust and aluminum dust. If you add a little heat, a massive amount of heat is spit out.
This is true.
It gives off enough heat to melt through just about anything. It should make short work of the weapons.
Yeah, okay, that's actually a reasonable. And he runs away. And just back here. Oh no! Look, let's go down to the utility room. All right. So what have we got in the utility room? So you got some. It's been a while since I've played. Some thermite, not some thermite. Some flamers. Literally, you're going to take on everything with flamers. Okay. So where do I deploy? Place the thermite. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. That would... Literally what that would do is that would burn straight down through that container. That's not how... Oh, hang on. Maybe if that's thermite as well. Hang on. Before we place anything else. Right, it's clear now. Place the thermite. No, again, that would just go down. Oh, no. No, it does place some on the ground. Okay, okay. Fine. I will accept... Yeah, I will accept that amount of thermite if that's the crate they're talking about. If it's these crates, no. It might melt a little bit, but, no. Just no. Is that it? I think that might just be it. Right, so, let's go back out, and, I guess when I pass through the load zone, or close the door... Just realised I don't have any, what do you call it? Come on, I want to repair those. Yeah, just with all these, I don't have any guns, as it were. So it's going to be a little bit tricky. Actually, let's just close everything, because I forgot that there was a panel on the wall outside, but I figured I would, hang on, let's just... No. Let's just equip the flamer. Where is the panel? And I've forgotten a lot about this quest, apparently. Ah, there it is. It's down the corridor. Return to Caccino. Let him know the guns have been destroyed. Yeah, go to the elevator to the suites and then we can go down from there. Alright, Caccino. I managed to explode a few things.
What can I do for you?
Destroyed all the guns.
Whoa, you managed to pull that off? Solid work. That ought to gum up the boss's plans.
And what's the next step up?
Now we cut off the head of the serpent. Big Saul and Nero have to die.
And... okay, we're going to go and kill them again. I will point out they're just dealing with this thing walking around in their office. It's a little bit ridiculous. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Hey, I'll take care of them when you're ready. Just say the word. I suggest doing it while they're talking.
Let's have some words.
Yeah, they're right there. Okay, let's sit on the couch. Hi.
So I assume you know what...
Yeah, we got there. I hear you lost some guns.
Yeah, we lost some guns, you little weasel. However, we can get more guns. You slowed us down, but you can't stop us. You're gonna die, I feared you.
Yeah. As a last request, will you tell me more about your plan?
Are you shitting me?
Yeah. So tell me about your plan.
Caesar asked us to provide a distraction on the strip. So when he gives the word, we're gonna launch an all-out assault on the strip. First, we're gonna blow the embassy. Then we're gonna use soldiers to kill every last motherfucker on the strip. Then we'll run this joint. That'll teach Not at Home what can go on while he sits in his fucking ivory tower lording down from on high.
Kachino shoot now?
Kachino? What the fuck?
Aha. You like that?
There we go. I'm idolised on the strip. Damn straight I am.
Careful!
I am careful. See? See how careful I am. How you doing, Kachino?
Hey, thanks for all the hard work back there. I'm gonna run a tight ship here, don't you worry.
I'm not worried. I'll catch you later. Well, hello there, Mr. House.
What do you have to report about the Omertas?
The Mertas who conspiring against you are dead.
Well done. They won't be causing any trouble then. Your next assignment is to locate and destroy remnants of the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, this old chestnut.
The NCR nearly did the job at Helios 1 a few years ago, but there seem to have been survivors, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know them quite well.
Given the Brotherhood's fanatical views on technology, they can be counted on to oppose my regime. Please, put them out of my misery.
Any possibility of a diplomatic solution?
We're talking about a coterie of bulging-eyed fanatics who think all pre-war technology belongs to them.
That is true.
They'll never accept my using an army of robots to defend New Vegas. While it's a fight I can win, I'd rather sidestep it altogether.
Well, the hold up in Hidden Valley.
You're absolutely right. You must have had run-ins with them, as have I. Since 2278, I've lost 5 roaming Securitrons near Hidden Valley. I didn't receive any clear video of the incident, but telemetry from the units destroyed indicates they were attacked with energy weapons. It's obvious that the Brotherhood has a base in Hidden Valley or thereabouts. Finding it won't be easy, but getting inside will be the real trick.
Oh, it's already done. What recommendations do you have?
From time to time, the NCR has assaulted Brotherhood bunkers. In 4 of the 6 incidents I know of, the bunkers self-destructed. I surmise it's standard practice for the Brotherhood to install a self-destruct system. It's consistent with their uncompromising nature. You might use that against them, or kill them another way. It's up to you. Return when it's done.
Okay, I'm gonna go... Oh, I believe, yep, I failed Beware the Wrath of Kaiser. And probably Don't Tread on the Bear as well. Oh, yep, and all the quests. Oh well. And I figured I'd just do this easy. Bing, yes, the self-destruct. Yep. And what I shall do is I shall just drop a stealth boy, and I'll make my way out. They shouldn't see me. I'm quite stealthy as it is. Nobody's screaming, nobody's running. This is just the easiest way to do this, I feel. So I might as well just get gone. And I have indeed got gone, while the getting gone was good. That was bloody easy. Well, hello, Mr. House. I bloated them up, I did. I did, sir. They are dead.
Single-handedly destroying a Brotherhood of Steel bunker is quite an accomplishment. Platoons of NCR troops have died trying to do the same. This welcome news comes just in time, as events in the wider world are coming to a head. Aaron Kimball, the president of the new California Republic, is going to visit Hoover Dam to boost morale. Apparently, he hasn't considered the effect on the troops' morale of seeing their beloved leader get his brains blown out by a Legion sniper. I need you to make sure that no harm comes to President Kimball. It's fortunate that you've maintained good relations with the NCR.
So what would you like me to do?
Simple. An NCR ranger named Graham is in charge of security arrangements for the visit. Present yourself to him. Let him know you want to help. Given your reputation, it's a near certainty that he'll accept your offer. Don't dally. The precise time of Kimball's visit is a closely guarded secret, but it will happen soon.
So, yeah, as you may notice, these quests are basically a repeat of a lot of the NCR stuff. It really only diverges towards the end. So I'm just gonna go do all the things and make sure the president gets away. Alright, so you've seen me do this before. If you haven't, literally I think last episode or maybe the one before that, I did this exact same quest, but from the NCR side. I'm going to disarm the bomb on the plane, and I'm going to take out the sharpshooter and then take out the engineer. Alright, examine the vertibird, defuse the bomb, down goes the guard, and shoot the guy, and shoot the engineer. Bye. I did good. I did good. I am a good person. I mean, I'm alright. And the president gets away safely. I hope. I mean, literally, he needs to get out of sight before the quest will go, yep, that's fine. That's Hoover Dam, by the way, just in case you're wondering. And off he... There we go. Alright, Housey.
If not for you, President Kimball would be dead. So you needn't feel guilty when the NCR's rout from Hoover Dam demolishes his political career.
I'm going to kill you now, Mr. House. So, what's the next step?
The Legion has nothing left to wait for. Their assault on the dam could begin at any moment. Before that happens, I'll ask you to complete one other task. It may seem trivial, but that's far from the case. Between the Strip and Helios 1 lies the El Dorado electrical substation.
Okay.
Humble as it appears, the substation has immense strategic value, for it's there that you'll jumpstart the Lucky 38's dormant reactor. Gain access to the substation's control room and install this override module. Just so you know, there are NCR troops guarding the station.
What's this about a dormant reactor?
The strain of defending Las Vegas from annihilation exceeded my power system's capacity. My primary reactor shut down. For years, I played a miser with my emergency power supply. I began to run out of reserves around the time I woke the first batch of Securitrons. Negotiating an allotment of power from Hoover Dam was crucial. That's what's powered the Strip for the past 7 years.
So why didn't you do it earlier?
I needed the operating software on the Platinum chip to bring it back online. And to start the reactor itself requires a tremendous jolt of current. Very attention-getting. The NCR has its hands full now, of course. I doubt they'll raise much of a fuss.
You already have power. Why is this important?
This is not a good time to be dependent on energy from Hoover Dam. When the Legion attacks, the NCR may cut power altogether. And I'll be needing a good deal more power than the NCR has allotted to the Strip. Broadcasting encrypted VMQ-boosted command signals to hundreds of Securitrons eats up more power than you might expect.
Alright, I'll take care of it.
With this accomplished, all preparations will have been made. The battle for Hoover Dam will be upon us before long.
Cracking! I can probably crack this out in one episode. Ooh, assassins.
Like that?
Owie. Okay, fine. I'll go over to my good guns. Okay, where is it? There's the lair, and let's get some stimmies going. He go by. You go by. We all go by. There you go. I do so love it when the Legion attacks. There we go. I think that's all of them. Oh, what a lovely sparkle of power. And by power, I mean mine. All right, here is the substation. I don't know if the NCR will actually let me in. I might be able to sweet talk my way around the guards. They're not hostile to me at any...
Stay out of the control room and enclosure or there's gonna be trouble. Got it?
I don't think I can sweet talk my way around it.
Smart move for the Kings to back down.
Let me think.
Didn't know who they were messing with.
Where is the control room? To be... It's been a while since I've done the house end. And I have done the house end before. It's a bit weird. Well, let's go into the power station. Oh, poopy. Let's just drop a stealth boy. And, go over to this terminal. Power the substation. Install the override module and report back to Mr. House. Bye. It's a good job my stealth is bloody amazing. All right then. Hello.
As you can see, Vegas is humming along. I've tested my C3I broadcasting arrays. Everything is in order. And just in time, as it turns out, the forces of Caesar's Legion are on the march, establishing a staging area east of the dam. Their assault could begin at any moment, so that's where you'll be heading, if you're ready. Hoover Dam.
Why? Okay, what's the goal?
Your objective is to reach a control room halfway across the dam and install an override module similar to the one you used at the substation.
Okay.
The override will enable me to control the entire dam's power output. You may remember how the bunker at the fort was rather dimly lit. Well, just like the Lucky 38, it needs a big jolt of electricity to power up. You've already uploaded the new operating system to the Securitrons. All they need is power, and they'll be in fighting trim.
All right, questions.
Even now, on the brink of battle...
Especially now. Why do you care whether Kimball lives or dies?
I care because he is a known quantity. Not the man so much as the political context he inhabits. Kimball rose to prominence as the hero of the Mojave when he led a campaign of reprisals against tribals who dared to attack NCR citizens. Ordering the occupation of Hoover Dam was his first act of office. As water and electricity flowed to NCR cities, his popularity soared. Conversely, his failure to annex the Mojave these 7 years, and the immense costs of occupying a foreign land, have eroded his popular support.
So, why don't you want him to die?
Kimball's entire political career is inextricably bound up with the NCR's occupation of the Mojave. It's his war. If I compel the NCR to retreat, Kimball will be the sacrifice offered to the gods so decent NCR citizens can get on with their lives. In retrospect, the Mojave and Hoover Dam will seem like one man's misadventure. Kimball will be blamed, not me. Not New Vegas.
And if you were assassinated?
Then the hero of the Mojave would become the martyr of Hoover Dam. And when, subsequently, I force the NCR to retreat, they lick their wounds and dream of righteous vengeance against New Vegas. Hello, embargo. Farewell, tourist economy. I've calculated and recalculated these probabilities. Kimball must live.
Okay, back to business.
As I've said, your objective...
Yes. Questions first. Anything that I've not... You say you saved Las Vegas. How?
By 2065, I deemed it a mathematical certainty that an atomic war would devastate the Earth within 15 years. Every projection I ran confirmed it. I knew I couldn't save the world, nor did I care to, but I could save Vegas, and in the process, perhaps save mankind. I set to work immediately. I thought I had plenty of time to prepare. As it turned out, I was 20 hours short.
And what preparations was that?
On the day of the Great War, 77 atomic warheads targeted Las Vegas and its surrounding areas. My networked mainframes were able to predict and force transmit disarm code subsets to 59 warheads, neutralizing them before impact. Laser cannons mounted on the roof of the Lucky 38 destroyed another 9 warheads. The rest got through, though none hit the city itself. A suboptimal performance, admittedly. If only the platinum chip had arrived a day sooner.
Why didn't it arrive on time?
The platinum chip was printed in Sunnyvale, California on October 22nd, 2077, the day before the Great War. It was to have been delivered by courier the following afternoon, but by then, the world had ended. The chip contained vital software upgrades, but not just for my Securitrons. Every aspect of the missile defense grid would have been upgraded too. Given that I had to make do with buggy software, the outcome could have been worse. I nearly died as it was.
How did you nearly die defending Vegas?
Software glitches set off a cascade of system crashes. I had to take the Lucky 38's reactor offline, lest it melt down. For nearly 5 years, I battled power outages and more system crashes until I finally managed to reboot my data core with an older version of the OS. I spent the next few decades in a veritable coma, but I survived, obviously, and eventually thrived.
Okay, let's talk about something else. What should I expect at the dam?
Imagine 2 snarling dogs fighting over a curve of bone. Perhaps the rib of their master, long dead. It'll be a pitched battle, that's a certainty. Perhaps the greatest battle the Earth has seen since the human race nearly made itself extinct.
Any speculation on Legion's tactics?
The Legion will mount a ferocious and determined frontal assault from the east. That much is certain. Still, Caesar is a capable strategist. I'd be surprised if he hasn't found some way to infiltrate the dam or the NCR's rear areas.
And how will they defend?
General Oliver's strategy, or tunnel vision, as I like to call it, has been to mass troops at Hoover Dam. He wants to outfight the Legion in a straightforward slugging match, and then, when they rout, pursue and destroy them in detail. A crushing, decisive victory of this sort would overshadow the tactical ingenuity of Chief Hanlon's defense 4 years ago, you see.
And what's your battle plan?
A good deal should be obvious to you by now. I won't spoil the rest by talking out of turn.
Okay, let's get back to
As I
business.
said,
Yes. Okay, I'm ready. Let's finish
We've
this.
accomplished a great deal, you and I. One last task and our work is complete. I'll see you in the control room.
Okay. Let's go. Let's do this.
You must get to the control room and install the override chip.
Nothing else matters. I've only got one of you guys, though. So, let's fight our way across the dam. And... oh, there go the Khans. In this universe, they wanted to murder everyone. But the Rangers are still on my side, so it shouldn't be that much of a big deal. Yeah, I'm in the way there. Yeah, everyone's... guys, behind you. Behind you. I'm just gonna change some weapons.
Let's get going.
Alright, so this is where things start to get a bit funny. I'm pretty sure this is where I've got to go, but, you know, never 100% or anything. Yeah. Oh, hi.
You must get to the control room.
Okay, I'll do that.
Override chip.
Are you coming? Are you following me? Because that would help. Oh, look, that's a lot of dead Legion.
Stop right there. No one is allowed into the control room. Stop right there. No one is allowed.
Can I talk to
You
you?
shouldn't be here. It's best if you just move along.
Colonel Moore is in trouble. She needs help
Damn
now.
it all to hell. Let's go.
Seriously, if you don't have speech 75 by now, you've missed a whole lot. Let's go. And... If I were Mr. House, where would I be? Activate. Control box connected to the main computer banks at Hoover Dam. Installs the override chip.
I knew you'd make it. Resourceful as always. The override module is functioning properly. I'm rerouting power to the Securitron vault at the fort as we speak. I just need you to head over to the east power plant and manually activate the switch. When you return topside, I think you'll see that my Securitron army is a little more than the Legion was prepared to handle.
Good, good.
Oh, and before you go, grab that printout spooling from the console here. Those papers set the terms for the NCR's unconditional surrender. I thought you might enjoy the honor of presenting them to the NCR's commanding officer once the Legion has been defeated.
You'd have thought
Cheers.
right. See, that's why I love House. Where is the printout? It's got to be somewhere. I just can't remember where. Oh, there we go. It's already in my my journal. To General Oliver. Yep, words not my strong suit. To General Oliver, or highest ranking survivor. To the NCR President, to the NCR Council, from Robert Edwin House. As Chief Executive of the 3 Economic Zone of New Vegas, I hereby demand the immediate withdrawal of all NCR military personnel from New Vegas and its surrounding territories. Yes, all military personnel includes NCR Rangers. New Vegas and all its surrounding territories includes, but is not limited to, Hoover Dam, McCarran International Airport, Helios 1 and the El Dorado substation. It is important to note that my vast array of heavily armed Securitrons has been rather inflexibly programmed to respond to acts of aggression with overwhelming force. For examples of heavily armed and overwhelming force, I refer you to the pitiless campaign of extermination my Securitrons will have visited upon Caesar's Legion by the time you are reading this document. Any NCR military personnel who do not withdraw from New Vegas and its territories will be seen as committing an act of aggression. NCR civilians are not subject to this order of withdrawal. They may visit New Vegas freely, enjoying all that the Vegas Strip has to offer. So long as NCR military personnel comply with this order to withdraw, electricity and water will continue to flow from Hoover Dam to the NCR. Electricity is 5 caps a kilowatt hour, water is 1 cap per gallon. No, 5 caps a gallon. By the NCR Council's Office of the Budget will receive invoices bi-weekly. Prices are subject to change without notice. Cordially, Edwin House. Well, Robert Edwin House. I love it. House is such a glorious bastard. He is absolutely perfect and he's just watching over everything now. I imagine that those screens are just him going, yep, there goes my protege. Hi! Die! Whoopsie doodle! I'm in danger, you don't say. Let's go this way. Here we go. Activate east power electrical switch. Turn it on. There we go. Exits out to the east side of the dam. Can do. And we just go outside. And now we need to speak to the legate again. Hi. There goes your head. Yeah, at the moment, dude, you've got... yeah, you've got me and my buddy. Oh. Are you coming? I've got 2 of them now. Ha ha ha. Sucks to be you guys. I do need a lot of health, though. It's seriously, dude. I just knocked his gun out of his hands. He's going to try and... Oh, dear. That's absolutely beautiful. More Securitrons take... Ah. Me and my shadow walking down the avenue. Yes, yes, I want to kill more. You're dead. And... Oh. I love this. This is wonderful. This is absolutely beautiful. I love that they're just like... Cha la 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 la. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Thank you. Oh. You're just shooting wildly now. Please stop it. Okay. Come on, little buddy. Buddies, I suppose. Oh. I bet it's just one. Or maybe even none that come into the main camp with me. It's just one. And he's not doing great. Oh, I missed. I am terrible at this shot. Yep. Got him in the bum. Oh, my friend's arrived. You're not doing too well, are you? Crotch shots! Okay. That should be all that I can just sneak the rest of the way, I think. Although, I'm not sure you can. Can I heal you in any way?
I will protect you.
It's me protecting you that I'm worried about, to be honest. Yeah, let's just, Well, you're dead. Like, dead. Okay. Well, there's someone behind those fences, and there's some people over there, and yep, we've done this bit already. And 2 NCR soldiers will come running around, and blah 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 blah. And 2 NCR soldiers, and Lanius should be murdering them. Yo, dude. Hi. Speak to me.
An envoy of Vegas.
Yeah.
Did you carry yourself for battle? If so, you cannot truly be of that city of cowards. Maybe you're willing to listen. No, if you think you've got any chance of taking Hoover Dam, you're wrong. Many graves in the East are filled with those who said as much, with braver words, not backed by strength. It is Kaiser's will this gate to the west bear the flag of the Legion. Kaiser's will shall be done.
So mote it be. Well, maybe you're willing to listen to reason.
I see you fight with words, like all beneath the flag of the bear. Let us hope your skill with weapons proves greater.
Let's go with barter, I think, this time. You could take the west. Holding it is another matter.
I have no need to hold it. Anything the West sends against me shall break against the wall that is the Legion.
Ooh. And they don't need to send an army. Your supply lines will kill you first.
You think we would march without a means of resupply? We have the fort. We will have the dam. Other communities will fall. And we shall harvest as we move west. We only need move forward.
There's no communities to support you in the West. You've seen to that.
There are many towns, many slaves, ripe for the taking as the tribes from the East were.
The settlements west are not self-sufficient tribes. They need NCR. and the caravans.
You rely too much on the trappings of civilization. The people of the West were once tribes. They will relearn their ways, or...
Ooh. NCR's weakness is their defense. You know you can't supply all the West any more than the Republic can. Okay. So, do you really believe that, or are you taking a chance?
Long ago, when taking Denver, I had to face such a challenge. Many died over many years to claim the city as ours. It was the lines of food and water that nearly broke the Legion's strength, and the lack of tribals near that cursed city. When I felt in that struggle, I felt as I saw the map of the West. The West is a trap. The bear has already been caught in it, and it is dying.
Ooh. Well, you see death, I see change, and I see it as a strength. I have faith. Trade helped us survive the Great War, and it will do so again.
Then when I return, man of the West...
Woman of the
we
West.
shall see if your belief will withstand the blades of the Legion. But I shall give you the time you need to prepare.
And I'll grant you that time as well.
Perhaps it is unfortunate Wolpex was not here to hear your words. Something tells me you would prove more than his match.
Should have killed him when he had the chance.
Until the day when our armies meet again, envoy of Vegas. I shall wait for you on the battlefield.
Bye! So much more interesting than killing him. Okay, let's go and hand over the terms of surrender to our good old buddy old pal. Oh, you survived! Good man that. And here comes the NCR, not saving the day. Boom. Boom. Well, hello there, General Oliver.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time since I've seen the kind of work you've laid down today. A damn long time. And the screams of those Legion bastards as they kick dirt running east like a choir of angels to my ears.
Oh, it's going to get better.
Of, that crazy light show over the fort? What the fuck was that? Some kind of thumb of God you'd call down? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Could use 100 of you. Just scatter you over the east like jacks. Give those plum fucks the what for.
Plumed. Plumbed. Jesus. Learn to speak. Just learn to read English, voice actor, please. You're actually pretty good. It's fine. Ooh. Didn't take the jump down for you, General. I took it for Vegas. I can't take all the credit, but really wasn't a gamble either. No, I think we're going to do this smugly. Mr. House sends his regard, Oliver. He's expanding.
What the hell are you on about? House? He's just a rumor on the strip. Never leaves his...
Yeah, doesn't need to.
What is this Brahmin shit? I'm not getting the feeling we're all about to sing Kumbaya here.
What gives you that feeling? Ooh. Singing isn't actually nothing of the sort we've come to exterminate you. I have terms of your surrender for you here. Singing isn't necessary, but I do have a paper for you to sign.
What the hell are you talking about? What is this? The free economic zone of New Vegas? What the hell does that mean? Oh, wait. Here we go.
Yeah, read.
Demands NCR's immediate withdrawal. Withdraw? Like fucking hell we're withdrawing. We just held the dam. We didn't do it to let it go. This paper of yours...
We held the dam.
You
didn't hold the dam, we did.
If you think after all that's happened, I'm going to grab my ankles and take it like the Legion.
If that one makes you feel comfortable, I'm not judging you. The terms are fair. Refusing will not be in your best interest. I don't need your opinions, I need your compliance. Actually, I took the dam, General Oliver, with Mr. House's backing.
You know I won't surrender the dam. And certainly not to the ghost man of Vegas and his new right hand of the week.
Ooh. You will, because the alternative is worse and useless, much like the NCR. If you intend to fight, go ahead. It doesn't matter to me. I've already defeated the Legate and the Legion. You won't be much trouble. Ever resisted rest on the strip? Then you know the odds.
We held this place for years. Kicked one Legate out of here so hard, Caesar burned him to a crisp. It's our post. We fought for it. I'll fight for it again today. If you're looking to convince me otherwise, you better have a lot more reasons than you just telling me to go.
Ooh. No intention of leaving you empty-handed. We want the dam, but the power it generates can be shared. Look, you've got two choices, leave or fight. The fact that you're talking with me now says a lot about your willingness to fight.
True. Guess I'm a little too used to seeing Securitrons in Vegas to think they'd turn and be bad news. And I know how bad they can get. Look, House, Vegas, it's pretty. Got you blinded a bit maybe. But NCR's got perks too. Think about it before you sign on with it.
Kind of already have.
And if you say no, keep in mind what that means. NCR may have its problems, but when we're riled, watch out.
No, General, you keep it in mind. Our conversation is over. Ooh. Tell your soldiers you're going to attack Vegas, see what happens. Attack me and I'll order attack on the NCR at McCarran, the embassy and the Strip. It's best we kill you all now, Securitrons. NCR can't hold the Mojave already, and now you're threatening me?
I'm not going to throw away the lives of my men just to make a point. And there'll be other days.
Toodles! Oh, hello. I don't need to return to Mr. House. Mr. House is returning to me.
You know, I've had thousands of employees in my time. Few met my expectations. Fewer still surpassed them. Your performance has been nothing short of spectacular. If I have need for a specialist of your stripe again, I'll know just where to turn. Back to Vegas, shall we? I really should do something about that monorail with all the new resources at hand.
Monorail.
I can make sure it not only runs, but runs on time. Always bothered me, the imprecision. No need to worry about the General, by the way. He'll be held responsible, publicly disgraced. 36.5% probability of suicide, by my estimate. Kimball won't be able to save him. He'll be too busy getting thrown out of office. But less than a 3% chance of suicide, mind you. Vegas might see a dip in revenue for a few months, half a year. But soon enough, the tourists and their money will be pouring in. Vegas will be a shining jewel in the middle of the desert, an oasis of light, a beacon to show mankind the way to the stars. This is just the start, you see. This is where it all begins.
And so the courier who had cheated death in a cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. Mr. House's Securitron army took control of Hoover Dam and the Strip, pushing both the Legion and the exhausted NCR out of New Vegas. Mr. House continued to run New Vegas his way, a despotic vision of pre-war glory. The streets were orderly, efficient, cold. New Vegas continued to be the sole place in the wasteland where fortunes were won and lost in the blink of an eye. The courier, fair and kind-hearted to those in the wasteland, ensured that Mr. House would keep New Vegas stable and secure for future generations. Mr. House afforded her every luxury at his disposal in the Lucky 38, both out of gratitude and a quiet pride in his choice of lieutenants.
Tabitha and Rhonda went east, through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west, though few believed them. Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published, and proved to be quite popular with children.
Still grappling with self-doubt over his usefulness in the face of old age, Raoul was never able to find peace with himself. Eventually, he left the Mojave and assumed a new name, as he had done so many times before.
Mr. House showed little interest on the Boomers, who eventually began venturing out to Nellis to meet and trade with travelers.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
Though she'd seen the writing on the wall, the destruction of the Mojave Brotherhood came far more suddenly than Veronica had expected. The news devastated her. Despite her best efforts to leave her past behind, she found herself compelled to make one final journey to Hidden Valley. There, she paid her last respects to the only family she had ever known.
The Fiends staged an attack against Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. During the NCR's retreat, the Fiends overwhelmed many of the troopers before Mr. House's Securitrons could deal with them.
After Mr. House gained control of New Vegas, he sent a Securitron to Goodsprings as a token of appreciation for helping the courier. Victor was a mixed blessing, however, as he continually monitored the town for Mr. House.
Thanks to the courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
Accusing the Kings of lying with a foreign invader for their newfound ties to the NCR, Mr. House punished them by ordering their forced removal. The Kings, defiant to the end, were destroyed to the last man by House's Securitrons.
With the transplant of Lupa's brain, Rex gained all of the donor's experiences traveling with the Legion. These melded well with his own memories of the Legion, and his new mind quickly adjusted to the myriad memories.
Shaped up by the courier's advice, the Misfits distinguished themselves during the Legion's attack on Camp Golf. Mags was finally promoted to sergeant, and the rest of the Misfits received an official commendation. They continued to serve with distinction for many years.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
Though NCR was withdrawing from the region, Boone remained in New Vegas, finding work as a security guard and caravan scout along the highways. While he might have preferred rejoining his old unit, Boone couldn't bring himself to abandon the city where he'd met his wife.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
After the majority of the Vault 19 powder gangers joined the Great Khans, the weaker members scattered throughout the Mojave wasteland. Though a few managed to erase their past, most never survived the journey.
After Hoover Dam, Sheriff Myers runs Prim with his own style of frontier justice. He deals with most folks fairly, but now and then someone winds up dead with little to no evidence against them.
And so the courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
But you do have temp implant GRX. You see, I find House's ending quite interesting because House has got everything planned, and his whole thing is, I'm going to take you into space and restart humanity on another planet. And that's kind of why I like backing him, because I think he probably could do that. But anyway, this has been Fallout New Vegas, and I'll see you next week with, I think, well, it'll probably be a couple of episodes yet, but we're heading in our last run. We are moving out to the Free New Vegas ending. That's interesting. Anyway, I've been Zombie Cleo. This has been Fallout New Vegas. Class dismissed.